What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with a new deep dive, or at least a selected deep dive, which is to say, Michaela sent me a bunch of goodies recently, including not only another studio album from Lorena McKennitt, but a live album from Lorena McKennitt, or a live performance of The Mask and Mirror, which I just started going through, which she also sent in physical form. Also a Lucky Dip, which includes Natalie Cole, who I've been going through one of her 90s albums, with Luciano Pavarotti doing a live performance, so I'm very excited about that, as well as a couple more Take That albums, and I've loved the opening of that deep dive, so I'm very excited there. But she also sent a selection of Bon Jovi tunes. Now, I know Bon Jovi, the group and the individual, through reputation, meaning I grew up in the 80s, and I don't think you could be an American in the 80s and not have heard that name. But so far as I know, I'm not particularly familiar with his/their music. I do think there's probably going to be some tunes where once I hear them, it's like, oh wait, somewhere on the radio, wherever, I remember this. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But at least in regard to song names and certainly many of their tunes, I probably am unfamiliar. So I wanted to start going through some of the Bon Jovi tracks. Thank you again to Michaela for not only sending a lot of music in physical form, now for sharing some things online, as well as supporting me on Patreon, sending donations. So yes, I am massively thankful, and I was excited to get some Bon Jovi tracks and start going through them. So the first one in this selected folder is Hey God, which is apparently from 1995. So it's a funny phrase, like, whether or not we're being more overt or direct in terms of speaking to a supernatural or theistic entity, it's the kind of phrasing that has a colloquial nature to it. To say hey to someone is to greet them in a relaxed and very colloquial way, just a very personal way. It's not being overly formal, it's not being reverent, it's not being, not showing supplication. It's just like, hey, how's it going? So to say, hey God, it not only sounds a bit casual, but it begs the question of whether there's maybe, again, a reverence, which I don't necessarily mean in terms of, being heretical or blasphemous, but just being informal in a way that some other people might think like, whoa, like, that's way too casual. So yeah, I wonder what's at play here. Now, I don't know anything about the typical themes of Bon Jovi songs, again, only being familiar with them through reputation, so I don't really have a basis for interpreting a song title here, but I just found it amusing when I saw that was the first track in the folder, so let's get to it. This is Bon Jovi, the track is Hey God, and it's from 1995.
Okay, we ready?
Well, I
Step
am.
up.
Let's go. Oh. Like a blues rock flavor.
I almost lost my house, I bought into the dream. We're barely holding on when I'm in way too deep. With 2 paychecks away from living out on the streets. She's a working single mom, like I see she don't complain. She never says a word, but she thinks that she's to blame. The son just got convicted, he blew some cop away. She did her best to raise him, but the world got in the way. Hey God, tell me what the hell is going on.
Okay, yeah.
It seems like all the good she's gone. It keeps on getting harder, hanging on. But hey God, didn't let you know I was free. These days don't even hardly believe. I know how busy you must be. to the ghetto. 1991, just a happy child playing beneath the summer sun. Vacant lots of playground, by 12 has got a gun. The odds are bet against them, shooting on Big 21. Hey God, tell me what the hell is going on. It seems like all the good shit's gone. It keeps on getting harder hanging up. But hey God, it's matching all I wanna scream. These things don't even hurt me. I know how busy you must be. But hey God, do you ever think about me?
Shredded guitar.
Get down on my knees. I'm gonna try this thing your way. I've seen a dying man too proud to beg, spit on his own grave. Was he too gone to save? Or did you even know his name? Are you the one to blame? I got something to say. Hey God, tell me what the hell is going on. It seems like all good shit's gone. It keeps on getting harder hanging up. But hey God, it's nothing no one scream. These things don't even hardly believe. I know how busy you must be. Hey God, do you ever think about me? Do you ever think about me? Oh, hey God, do you think about me? Do you ever think about
Holy shit. That's the opening track in this journey? Holy smokes, that was brilliant. That was a masterpiece. And I'll start sonically. So, definitely a bit of the hard rock vibe that I had a sense that they are known for, but it was blues rock as well. It even had a bit of a like swamp rock feel. So definitely blending some different stylings of a harder rock sound, at least on this track. And then lyrically, it wasn't far away from what I was maybe considering in advance, meaning I think we are in the realm of theodicy, technically, the argument from evil, and even if the narrator is still engaged in what he thinks is a dialogue, it is like he's saying, like, hey, are you paying attention to any of this? What's going on down here? Like, is this really a master plan? Is this really a moral like world that we're living in where you're looking out for people down here, because I see a single mother struggling and having things go against her. I see a cop getting shot, a young guy who's at risk and probably won't, who's not long for this world. I feel like there's this old man who's like this defiant and even a bit spiteful in light of all the bad things that he's gone through. Do you even know his name? Are you paying attention to me at all? So there's an indignance, there's a disbelief at the disconnect between what he sees happening down here and how people that don't deserve bad things to happen to them are seemingly going through a lot of that, which, if everything that he's been told and brought up to believe is true, he feels like shouldn't be happening. And so in that regard, it makes me think of Blasphemous Rumors by Depeche Mode. It makes me think of a lot of punk rock songs I'm familiar with, like No by the Subhumans. So yeah, it feels like there's a direct challenge here, and there is an irreverence. I was wondering, like, irreverent in that it's a bit casual, but no, I think it's directly and intentionally irreverent in the sense that, like, hey, if the things that we've been taught are true, then what the hell is going on down here? And should I even expect anything better, given that, I wonder if you know anything about me or these people who are going through these things. So I was blown away by the lyrics, and they weren't quite what I expected, even if it was definitely heading in the direction that I considered in advance. So a really fantastic opener, not one I've heard before. So again, there may be a tune here or there from Bon Jovi where once they start, it's like, oh wait, like I do know this one. Oh, and what is the... Oh, I'm suddenly thinking of one that I may know. What is the, like, You Give Love a Bad Name? Is that a Bon Jovi tune? I do know that song. So if that is a Bon Jovi tune, that's one that I'm familiar with, but definitely never heard this one. Brilliant opener. Bring on more Bon Jovi, I say. So I'm looking forward to the rest of this. And in fact, I noticed there's a subfolder in here. Let me make sure I have this right. In the subfolder... Yeah, Richie Sambora, apparently the former Bon Jovi guitarist. There's 3 tunes from him as well. So, yes, definitely looking forward to more of this. Holy smokes. So we've got tunes from the main folder, the Bon Jovi folder, 92, another one from 95, 88, 92, 95, 92. So yeah, late 80s and early 90s is what we're working with, at least at the start of this Bon Jovi journey. And holy smokes, that was brilliant. Big shout out to Michaela, not only for providing this, but so much more. And yes, big shout out to Luca for looking very calm and relaxed during a song that was that rocking and raucous. So yeah, awesome opener. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.